Hey guys, and welcome to Mary J's Hauls. I am here with Ryan today. Some of you guys may know him from his passive income stream. So we decided to do a fourth quarter challenge and revamp my Amazon merch account. I am in tier 25, so we're going to try and see how quickly we can boost it and make as many sales as we possibly can. We are sponsored by Pretty Merch, so we will be using some of their software. And anything?
Yeah, so this is going to be like a fun little project that we do together. And like Marielle said, it's going to be as transparent as it possibly can be, starting with the fact that prior to recording this, the only thing we worked on was we did install Pretty Merch in a separate browser. But I thought that, those of you guys that are maybe new to Amazon Merch, starting out with us, her account basically, while it's probably, 2 years old?
Yeah.
It's basically new.
Yeah.
I think in total there's been 3 sales, and 2 of them you made, and one of them she shared her account with somebody, and then he was able to make a sale. But I don't think he's still using your account, right? So it's just going to be us.
So. And confession, guys, so some of those 2 sales, I bought them. I bought my own stuff.
Yeah, that's okay, though. That's not uncommon for tier 10 sellers to sometimes purchase their own products.
I didn't do it to boost. I did it because I genuinely liked my designs. Unfortunately, no one else likes my designs, but I think they're pretty
There was the one time where you shared one of your designs on my channel, and somebody was in the comments saying that they thought it was hilarious.
It's a good shirt.
Maybe we can find it and show people.
Yeah,
but
it's on here.
To start, why don't we just, if you guys are new to Amazon Merch, following along, and I mean, this is basically me talking to the camera, but also to Marielle, because it's been years since you've been in here.
Yeah.
But this is the default Amazon Merch dashboard. And when you first get accepted, because Amazon Merch is invite only, so that's one thing worth mentioning, getting in, I know that a lot of people ask, like, what can I do to get accepted by Amazon Merch? Now, you said you got in how many tries?
I got in on my first try. Now, again, guys, this was 2 years ago, so Merch was probably either new or newer at the time. But I got in on my first try. But in the comments, I did write, number one, I'm a shareholder, even though I only own 2 shares of Amazon. It doesn't matter. And I am probably one of their best customers. There is not a day that goes by that there is not an Amazon package waiting for someone in this house. And when I say one, it's usually like 5 or 10.
Yes, there is actually like 5 at the door right now. But so there's a lot of theories about if the write-in portion even helps. I've seen personally in my Facebook groups for print on demand people that applied 6 times. And on the 6th try, they were so fed up that they skipped the optional write-in portion, and then they were accepted. So it's pretty much led me to believe that it's either based on luck, or I also see a lot of consistencies between having a United States tax ID, which again is based on either living in the United States or having a U.S. business, and being accepted, or the inverse of that, which is not having it and then having a much harder time getting on the platform. So I think that does dictate a lot. 2 other notes. It took me 2 tries to get in, so Marielle was definitely lucky in getting in 1 try. And the other is that each year, as we get into the 4th quarter, obviously Amazon's the most popular destination for e-commerce, and in the 4th quarter, that's where most of the sales take place. They tend to stop letting people in the 4th quarter. So as we record this on September 28th, like, you guys definitely, if you're not in Amazon Merch, you want to apply as soon as possible. We'll put a link to Amazon Merch in the description, and you can fill out an application. It should only take a couple minutes. All right, so now that we've shown the default dashboard for Amazon Merch, why don't we go over it? Because this dashboard, it actually used to be even uglier and even less intuitive. They redid it at some point, but, what do you think?
I mean, I definitely don't remember it looking this clean.
Yeah, it's sad, right? Because most people who are looking at it right now already know about Pretty Merch, and they think this is ugly compared to Pretty Merch. But yes, it used to be worse than this. It used to tell you basically nothing. So now it's a little bit better, but why don't we switch over to the Pretty Merch dashboard now. All right, and this is what it looks like with the Pretty Merch Chrome extension. We keep referring to it. Pretty Merch, all one word, is the name of the Chrome extension. It is the recommended, first and foremost must-have if you're going to be selling on Amazon Merch. I mean, that's my personal opinion, but there's actually a couple reasons why, and we can kind of explore that in this video. And, we're going to be dropping, how many videos? A couple a week?
Yeah.
And kind of exploring the Amazon Merch landscape. But to start, we're going to start with some high-level stuff, such as, if this is a business and you're serious about it, you should know your way around the platform. And Pretty Merch kind of extends the Amazon Merch platform to give you some additional insights into your account and your data. So while this is not that important in Tier 10, or tier 25 in this case.
Look how cute he is.
Yeah, they give you a little mouse over him. Look, he talks. So they give you these little aliens as your merch level. So hers said just warming up. So tier 25. Another interesting thing though, you see at the bottom there it says all time, and it says 3. So that means you've made 3 sales. But most people would probably not think that 3 sales was enough to get you out of tier 10. However, you did it. So
well, I think that was part of the reason was I was being really diligent about uploading when I was in the tier 10, uploading a new design every day.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's what I would recommend doing. In tier 10, you only get 1 submission a day, so definitely take advantage of that. You know, I like to always bring things back to simple law of numbers. Like if you have 1 listing for sale on Amazon, and then tomorrow you list a new one, now you've got 2 listings. In my mind, like the likelihood of you making a sale just doubled.
Yeah.
It may or may not be true because keywords and whatnot also factor in, competition factors in, etc. But, you know, keeping it simple, in theory, it would double because you've occupied twice as much space on Amazon. So, and then I guess what we can show here really quickly is let's look at the products that sold. So what's cool about Pretty Merch, guys, and I think this is a function of Pretty Merch Pro. So I don't know if you can do this if you just have the free version, but you can come down here, click the little view chart icon, and you'll notice that they give you data like your revenue share. So we kept 7% of the revenue as profit. Amazon kept 93%, which again is going to cover their profit margin as well as their fees associated with producing it and whatnot, shipping it.
I got 1 return.
Yeah, so you actually kind of had 4 sales, and maybe it's that you had 4 sales that got you out of tier 10. That might have been it.
I don't know.
Somebody
not sure.
bought your product and returned it. That's messed up. So let's go back in time to April 2018. So yeah, it's been over 2 years, 2.5. And we can see if you have Pretty Merch Pro, they let you see all the data associated to your sale. So this was the first design you made that made a sale. Do you want to explain it to everybody?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You take cold chillin', cross out the C, cross out the N, you're left with old chili. I think that's funny. I own this shirt. I am the sale that you just saw on there.
And somebody did agree when I mentioned this months ago on a video that we collaborated on my channel. They did agree that they liked the idea.
I just wish I hadn't gotten it in purple.
Purple, not a great color?
I think it looks best in black or white. Guys, buy the black or the white.
Yeah, black and white are the 2 most popular colors. And one thing worth noting too, you see how you only offered it in 5 colors?
Yeah.
One thing worth noting is that at some point in the last, I don't know, probably over a year at this point, I'm losing track of time, but they made it so that you can offer your products in up to 10 colors.
What?
So, yeah. So you have 5. If you see a listing with 5, that could be indicative of it's an old upload. And I'm pretty sure, I guess we can test it right now, might as well. Let's see if they let us add more colors. I'm like 99% sure you can't, but I could be wrong. Yeah, so they lock that in. So anytime you guys see a listing with like, well, I guess you can also just see the published date.
That's a new color.
Yeah, they won't let you.
I know, but I like that color.
Olive.
Yeah.
And then they also did this weird thing where they split, ever since they added the Japanese market, they've also split up additional colors, and then
that's just
not
the
all of
heather.
them are available in Japan. So why don't we just real quick show off Pretty Merch. Also, we should have mentioned this earlier, but anybody still watching, guess what? You can win a free license to Pretty Merch Pro. And don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that we were able to convince the team over there to give away a lifetime pro license for free. So all you have to do to be in the running is like this video, subscribe to Marielle's channel, and drop a comment on the video talking about your favorite feature of Pretty Merch. That's all you have to do, and then you'll be in the running. And if it's like you and 5 other people that watch this video, guess what? You got a 1 in 6 shot of winning a free Pretty Merch Pro license for life. So definitely take advantage of that. And as you can see, we're already showing off some of this awesome utility that it brings. Granted, the more data available, the more utility it brings. But either way, this sale was from 2.5 years ago. We can still see all the information about it. This would not be easy to pull up in the standard Amazon Merch user interface. So it tells you like the color, the fit type, the royalties generated, which by the way, back then, selling a shirt at $15.99 paid $2.36 of royalties, which today I believe would pay less than that. So there's been some changes since you were last on Amazon Merch. So let's look at your second sale. What'd you sell? Every Day I'm Brustling. Did you buy this one for yourself too?
I didn't buy this one. And it's a damn good shirt. People, I took those pictures of the Brussels sprouts myself, and I was still new to Photoshop, so everything that was done here was done by hand. I like literally took the eraser tool and erased all the background from around it by hand.
Yes, that is definitely
Oh, I like that one.
one way to go about making your shirts. You can take pictures of real life objects and then bring them into Photoshop and cut them out and list them on a t-shirt. I definitely admired the hustle in you, which I guess also relates to the shirt. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm brustling. So,
Every day I'm wrestling.
but that was probably the longest way possible to make this shirt.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's definitely some places you can go online that will essentially, almost always you have to pay, but you pay for a license to use the graphic, and then, professional graphic designers will do it for you, and then you can just kind of use their stuff.
That doesn't look that bad.
No, it looks good.
Those
but-
look like real Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, well, I wonder why. But yeah, I mean, as a rule of thumb, we could even test order this and see how it looks.
I'm sure
I
it
have a
looks
feeling the
good.
printers are the printers have their limitations.
We can, if you want to order it. I personally am not a huge fan of their premium t-shirts, as we just found out. We just did a merch haul.
Yes, we did well, that's probably why you guys are watching this video. You heard about it in the Amazon merch every product review /haul. I didn't know that hauls was a thing till Marielle started doing them on YouTube. But I'm okay with the premium shirt, but it is printed on the Bella Canvas shirts, and they are definitely like a size smaller than
The premiums?
Yeah.
Yeah, the premiums are definitely a size smaller. They're a little bit awkwardly long. They get tighter towards the bottom. So then it's like tight at the breast area, loose by the waist, and then tight by the hips again. And they come really high up. The premiums just weren't my thing. And I ordered a medium.
Yeah, we ordered a medium on everything, I think, just for consistency purposes. And every product was the Port and Company brand, other than the premium shirt, which was, they
Bella.
call it premium, but it's the Bella Canvas.
Yeah.
So it's just something interesting to note. And honestly, I wonder if that's even an accurate picture. I think it is, actually. That's what the Bella Canvas tag looks like, even though they cover it up. But yeah, so that's a funny shirt. We'll talk more about design at a later date, but I definitely think that the black text is not usually as optimal as
White.
the white text. I mean, unless you're going to only select the really light t-shirt colors, generally speaking. Or if you're
Someone
going to
bought
overlay
that
black
shirt.
on green. Yeah, well, was that the one return too? No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't.
How do you know?
I don't think the return shows up. So the other thing about the premium t-shirt, guys, we'll talk more. I don't want to make this video too long, but we'll go through the upload process in one of the upcoming videos. And we'll talk about the distinction between the various product types. Premium t-shirts, one downside of them is that you make less money selling them at the same price point. So they have a higher base cost to Amazon, and they pass that right along to the seller. So even though you sold this one for $1 more than that other t-shirt that we looked at, you made less money on it. All right, and then January 2019, and this was uploaded by Johnny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this wasn't you, but it says "Don't be a Richard," and it's another premium shirt. Interesting. And for those of you guys that don't know what "Don't be a Richard" means, Richard is a
dick.
A dick, yeah. Not Richard himself, but it's a. What is it? Why do they call Richards dicks? I don't understand it.
I think that's just like the shortness where it's like Robert and Bobby.
Yeah, but I just
Isn't
don't.
your dad?
Yeah, but his name's not Richard.
Is his name Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah, then Bobby. But like those aren't really related.
Yeah.
So Richard and Dick, so I don't know why.
It's weird, yeah. I just always think back to high school because the basketball coach's name was probably Richard, but his name was Dick. Which, I mean, if you're in high school, it's never gonna get old. It's not even a joke, yet it's hilarious, you know. Yeah. So that was something that we always used to laugh at. Oh, but anyways, guys, so go ahead. We'll put a link to Pretty Merch in the description, but go ahead and grab the free Chrome extension if you're not using it already. It always surprises me when people aren't using it, but then I remember that if nobody's here telling you that it exists, you wouldn't know to go grab it. So yeah, Pretty Merch for Amazon. It is free, and then there is a pro version that you can opt to pay for. And real quick, so we just used the pro version to go back in time over 2.5 years worth of sales or lack thereof for the last 1.5 years to view your previous sales. Hopefully we'll start seeing some more action under the sales yesterday, you know, and then you can click this and see them last 7 days, this month, etc. You can also see like real-time sales here under today. If we were trying to protect the products and not show them, we can hit this little toggle and it'll hide them. So there's a lot of good stuff going on. It'll give you your review count. You can click this analytics tab, which is really cool, and then you get a lot of really in-depth filters that you can use to drill down into your sales data. You can do it by marketplace, by time, a lot of good stuff. So anyways, by the way, if you guys aren't, well, I guess you're probably subscribed to my channel, but if you're not, this is what I use when I do my income reports. So that's why I pay for Pretty Merch Pro on my channel. Well, two reasons really. The analytics I think are awesome, but I use those for the income reports, and then products. So here under products, you can see everything that's been submitted.
Snailed it.
Some of these were you, some of these were Johnny. Snailed it. That's actually pretty good, but
I know.
The black text, the black text.
I know, but this one got...
Yeah, this got rejected for
I
obvious
did that
reasons.
by hand.
You did?
It took me, I colored that in by hand. I went to like Creative Commons, found a black and white semi-photograph of him, found like a 90s pattern, used that clone stamp tool, drew his shirt in like that. I colored everything in myself.
A for effort, but obviously
I would wear that
this is
shirt.
not something I'd recommend uploading to Amazon Merch. Also, look at the text.
Okay, the text didn't look good.
You also drew that by hand too, didn't you?
The text wasn't good.
Flat Earth Conspiracy, I like that. I just like the design. I saw a design similar in one of my top 5 niches a couple weeks ago where it was like a politician on the little puppet strings.
Yeah, Johnny's creative.
A lot of basis in reality, if you ask me. All right, so anyways, the products tab. This is also extremely useful because also as your account scales up, and let's say you've maxed out your upload slots. So by the way, you have all these filters, and you can say like status live. All right, let's see. What are the live shirts? All right, let's say we need to clear some space for new uploads. Well, you can then say things like has sold. No. Okay, well, if we need to clear some space for new uploads, products tab is amazing. Amazon Merch doesn't have anything like this. I mean, they have something that's technically like this, but it sucks. It really sucks. And doesn't have the filters, for instance. And then you can come here, select, and hit delete. And then if you want to, 7 plus 4 equals 11, hit delete. And you can, just like that, clear out space very quickly, very easily. Granted, we just did it for one product. That's not that big of a deal, but you can do it for as many as you want at a time. So that's another huge feature of Pretty Merch Pro. So I just wanted to make sure that we got that out of the way up front because this series is going to be technically sponsored by them, and they gave us a couple lifetime licenses to give away. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the comments below and subscribing and liking the video so that you'll be in the running. On the next video, we'll announce who won and we'll get in contact with you.
Yeah. Thanks guys for watching Mary J's Hauls, and I hope you guys have a good one.